Welcome to Purpose City, Stories of Humanity in Action, sponsored by Executive Wealth Management. Guests on Purpose City do not necessarily reflect an endorsement of Executive Wealth Management.
Welcome to Purpose City. Today, we're having fun so far. It's going to get better. We have a K-Bella Hair Studio and Spa representatives with us today. Kristan Sayers, hello.
Hi.
And Brittney Holstege. Hello. Brittney Holstege with two E's. Good misspelling. And Todd Perry from Journey. Oh, that's Steve Perry. That's right. From Executive Wealth Management. And it's going to be interesting. We're calling this one the K-Bella Story. And I realized in my notes I had K and B next to each other.
Hey now.
It's K space Bella. Before we go into that story, though, how does so what is K? Is that Kristan?
Well, it is, yes. But it actually is two people. Because we couldn't come up with a name because I had a business partner, which is another story. And we both hated everything that we thought of. So the only way to finish it was we were like, well, we got to find a logo. We got to get a name. So we liked Bella because beauty, and she was just like, what about just K-Bella? And it flowed, and I was like, we're both Ks, so let's do it.
Nice.
I wish there was a better story.
No, that was, no, that was pretty bad, I gotta say. No. And Brittney, so what do you do at K-Bella?
Well, I started as a stylist, and I eventually ended up taking over being the salon coordinator, helping Kristan with pretty much any overflow that she needs, anything she needs.
Very nice. Like helping her set up this podcast and all that.
Yes,
Yep.
like emailing you and everything.
That's right, emailing me.
She keeps my life under control. Without her, I would die.
Yeah. And Todd, what do you do?
So I am one of the wealth advisors at Executive Wealth Management, and we're a registered investment advisor located here in Brighton, and fast growing. I think we hired, 3 new employees last week, so we're up to about 45 and with about 20 advisors, and so and we have 4 other locations, but again headquartered here in Brighton, and so specifically retirement planning, investments, tax planning, kind of that true wealth management.
Right.
I'm involved in most of that.
And it's a growing company, which is why we're launching out into podcast.
Yep.
So this is brought to you by Executive Wealth Management. Kristan Sayers. So you are the owner.
I am. With my husband.
Okay, Ben.
Yep. You got it.
Yep. I want to dig a little into that, but I like to always talk as much about myself as possible. So I'm gonna fuse myself into this conversation by saying I know you, not outside of hair. It's a completely hair relationship.
Yep.
Right. And that started at a former salon. I was getting my hair cut, and it was, my son just graduated. So, and he was walking and kind of talking.
I think
so
like
maybe
2006 or 2000. Well, actually, it would have been like the fall of 2005 going into 2006.
Yeah, a long time ago.
Yeah.
So I could tell this. What's your memory of him coming in when I came in with him?
Well, he was little, and I was so young, and he was.
You weren't 6.
It was crazy. That I remember you guys very vividly.
Yeah, so he would come in, kind of hang out, which would never happen now. I'm not cool. I was cool then, apparently. And you and a couple others would like to watch him. He could recite all the presidents.
Yep.
Backwards.
Yep, I remember it. I do. I remember it to a T. I think he did it because I was the assistant, so I would wash hair and then just watch Jean. And yeah, she always kept it entertaining.
Yeah, he could barely talk, and he could do that. And it'd be like William Jefferson Clinton. He knew exactly first, middle, last name. And that happened because I taught him with flashcards, and I thought earlier names would be easier than like 1700s names, but I didn't realize it's all backwards. So you kind of thought, like George Walker Bush, it was like the first president. Because at the time, that was the first one he learned. He had it all wrong. He would have flunked history, but it was cute.
Love it.
Yeah. Anyway, so that's kind of part of the story. I bring that up because you said at that time you're like assistant.
I was
Washing hair. You could have washed my hair.
I did many times.
Yeah, right. when I had more hair. It was a bigger job then, but and now I want to have Brittney brag on her a little bit. So what are all the things that Kristan is today in the hair business?
A lot. That's a lot. Well, she leads the whole United States for Cayman, the Italian color company. She is the founder of the MABP, which we can talk about. That's really taken off this last year. She's the owner of 25 of Us Crazy Women. And she's also a stylist behind the chair herself, so she's got quite a few things.
She doesn't have a slave trade. She doesn't own you, right?
Oh, no. I would work for her for free.
Oh, okay.
Aw, thank you.
Very nice. Yeah, so that's part of it. I mean, how does one go from... So let me tell you my impressions of you.
Yeah.
Which actually haven't changed, I think. So then you were always smiling, always full of energy, a very colorful, not only in personality, but like, what color's your hair today?
Well, it is pretty green, pretty yellow. I think there's a little blue, a little of everything, probably.
Right. Yeah. And it's a different almost every time I go in.
Yep.
And same, but you were probably going to more music concerts then, a little more of a single life going on. Or no, you had...
Well, actually, me and my husband met 23 years ago. We've been living together for almost 23 years.
Very good.
So, but we went to a lot of concerts. Life was a little different back then.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. But I'm not, whatever age you are now, I'm sure it's still young. But
Well, I'm going to be 40 this year, let's just be honest.
What?
Yeah. Oh, it's coming.
Wow. Well, I was 40 once. All right. But you still have the same energy. I was just telling last time I was in the shop. No, that was yesterday, so it wasn't yesterday. So a couple months ago, I'm like, how does she have so much energy? She has energy, right, Brittney?
Yes.
And smiling, this positive attitude. Do you have like a philosophy of life or just...
I had a great childhood. My parents I never had to want for anything. They gave me everything, and I'm the baby, so maybe that's why. But
a little carefree.
I have had a very blessed life, and I'm just somebody who I don't wait around for things to happen. I'm gonna make it happen, and I just love people. So I guess my mom and dad just taught me that really life is just about making sure that everyone around you is happy and helping them. And if you can feel good when you go to bed at night, then, I don't see any other way to live.
Right.
So I just have focused my whole life on just finding what makes me happy and just going for it and doing it. And if I can't be happy when I go to bed and when I wake up, then I got to change something. So, if I'm having a bad day, I look in the mirror and I put a big old smile on my face, and it's hard some days, but that's what it's all about for me.
Yeah.
I love life. I don't know, what else you could think.
No, that's amazing. I wish I had that much energy, but I do have a similar philosophy anyway. Maybe not as much about happiness every day, but I do think in life in terms of days. Like you may not have it tomorrow.
Exactly.
And even if you did, what's the point of having a better or worse tomorrow when you still have today to live? And if I had worst case scenarios, you're experiencing life and all the negative emotions with it, and it helps you appreciate the better day you have. But it's still a day. It's still a day in life.
Exactly.
And if you can treat people in a way and live your life that you can have a good night's sleep.
Yeah.
I mean, your life is all the days you lived before today.
Exactly.
Right? Can you write that down, Todd?
Check.
Yeah. Okay, so Brittney, back to what was the big fancy initials with the M in it?
The MABP, the Michigan Association for Beauty Professionals. Kristan founded that and started that.
Yeah.
Founded it.
Yeah. So a couple years ago, oh gosh, when was it? I don't even know how many years ago. But they were dealing with deregulation. The beauty industry has dealt with that many times, and some people are for it, some people are against it. But when that was happening, there wasn't a plan, a backup plan for the state of Michigan. So it was like, you're going to deregulate us, and then what's going to happen? Like, I don't think people realize what hairdressers actually do and the chemicals we work with. Our shears are like surgical shears. I mean, I could cut your ear right off if I really wanted to. I mean, let's just be honest, right? So I think that for me, it was more of there has to be a plan. There has to be something that's going to help handle it. You can't just have a bunch of people cutting hair and using these chemicals that aren't licensed. So to fight deregulation, I thought, well, there's huge associations throughout the United States, and there's national and international associations, but there's not like local, statewide. So every other industry had one. So I thought, well, I'm going to start it. So I started it with my husband. We made a website. We went all in, and then it kind of just sat. And we got enough signatures, fought deregulation. It was gone, so we thought, we'll just not do anything with the company. But then COVID happened, and it was needed. So people were reaching. I had more phone calls and more emails than the state of Michigan was getting, because people were so confused on what was happening in our industry. And so people reached out to me and were like, we need an association. You already started it. Let's just do it. So
is that what brought the media attention to you?
Yeah. I had a lot of interviews, and it was awesome, because it just helped bring our industries together. Again, I just like when people are together, and we're so much better together than we are alone. So it was really great, because the media helped get the word out, and so we all joined kind of on Facebook, all the hairdressers, and it gave them a place to help them run their business successfully during a time that was really hard. We were closed for 3 months, our industry.
Sure.
We were dealing with a lot of stuff, and with what happened at the Capitol, and all that stuff. So we needed a place to come together. And so that's what it was for. And now the state of Michigan and tons of advocacy people out there, and law firms, and there's so many people that have come to me, and we're starting, we're putting it on the forefront. So now it's actually going to be a real association for all industry people that are in spas and barbering and, hairstylists, salons, everything. And we're going to all have our association so that we can stay connected, and it's awesome. I got a lot of people helping me. So
nice.
Yeah, it's very cool.
It's a little off topic, but you went back. I'm a little scared to go in shops now with, you could cut my ear off.
Hey.
But I grew up, my dad was a barber, and I thought my name was Nick for years. All right. Done? All right.
Write that one down, too.
Yeah, thanks. Yes. My dad's barber. My mom owned a shop, and my sister owned a shop. I come from a hair family.
I love that.
Yeah, and I'm afraid to cut an animal's like pet's hair. I have no idea. It's not in my blood.
Well, I was a dog groomer also for about 6 years. When you met me, I was actually grooming dogs.
Some fancy looking dogs.
Oh, yeah.
All right, let's talk. So I kind of creeped on your Facebook page a little bit, because I wanted to see what you were like outside the hair world. And if I remember right, your social media says something to the effect of, let's see, family. I don't know if I get it in the right order, but horses, fishing, and hair. That's my life.
That is it. Really, it's true.
Sums it up.
Yeah, I was like, what sums up my life? Oh, well, that's it. Yeah. Yeah, but I do a lot of stuff. People are like, you have way too many hobbies, and I do. But horses were something that I've done since I was born, literally. I was on a horse when I was like 2 months old with my mom. It was crazy.
So you're from South Lyon, right?
No, I'm actually from Howell.
Really?
I got my first job in South Lyon.
Oh, in South Lyon. Okay, because
yeah.
South Lyon was, when my family moved there in like 79, it was like the horse capital of Michigan or something. Yeah. I'm sure Howell would be similar.
Yeah, we had a lot of friends in South Lyon that had horses for sure. But yeah, horses are just huge in my life. And then when I'm not riding horses or at a hair show, I'm fishing.
Yep. So I saw a picture of you holding a pike. That doesn't look like, I could be wrong, doesn't look like anything in Michigan. That looks like a Canadian size.
Wow.
And I'm going to hand this conversation over to Todd, who's a fisherman.
She can't give out her secrets.
I was actually in Michigan. I was at my
I'm never going into Michigan Lake again.
I was at my special spot, and I wonder if you'll know, but I'm a big Uper. I love being in the UP. I want to retire there. It's like my life.
Well, like I said, wasn't really in Michigan.
Yeah.
Right.
Ooh. See, but no, I like that you say that, because the UP it should be its own place. It should be its own just everything.
Its own country.
It is a special
amazing.
place.
It's a special place. I get over that bridge and I'm like, I can breathe.
You would have loved where we were at, Kristan. We were by Republic area.
Okay.
Ishpeming in there.
Yeah.
And where we were, you drive 3 miles back in, and that's where we have a friend who lives up there, and right on the lake. And then you drive from there. We fished on that lake, but go back another mile, and you're in this area where it's just absolutely beautiful. I mean, it's rocks, and you're just in a different world. And,
It is.
But I probably should ask you what you catch the pike on, because I didn't, but who we were with, caught a lot of pike. But
yeah.
It's a different world up there, and it's nice to just get away, and it's absolutely stunning.
Yeah, we're actually members of the Hiawatha Sportsman's Club. I don't know if you've ever heard of it. I've been a member since I was a kid, and it is biggest. It's like the largest, I think, on the East Coast. I think it's the largest sportsman's club on the East Coast in the United States, and it's like 39,000 acres. It's a hunt and fish club. So I was on Lake Millicocan on that one, and I was using a MEPS.
Okay.
I think it was a number 5. And
All right, what is that? I
Spinner.
know.
A spinner.
I know daredevils for pike, right?
Yeah.
Do they still do that?
Yep, we still do that.
Yeah. I was actually going for muskie, but I'll take the pike.
Take that one too.
He was a monster. So
He was a monster. How many pounds was that?
We actually did not have any. I wasn't prepared because it was like a thunderstorm was coming, and we were just bringing the boat in.
Perfect
and
fishing weather.
Yeah, and I was like, oh, this is too good. I gotta throw one out. And so when I caught him, I didn't even have anything, so I didn't even measure him or anything. But he was my he was my biggest one I've caught, my biggest pike for sure. Not bigger than my salmon, but a big salmon fish.
Yeah, I mean I don't know if there's pike experts, fish experts listening, but that could I was mentioning to Todd earlier, it's like if those had the personality of piranha, nobody would go swimming ever.
No.
Their teeth are ridiculous.
Yeah, his teeth were pretty big.
Yeah. Why does a fish need that many teeth? What's he doing? Well, you got to get through those daredevils.
You do?
Yeah, but I'm fishing anytime I can. We just actually sold my house just so I could be on a lake.
Oh.
So we just moved to a lake, and it's amazing. So I get to fish all the time now.
There we go.
Yeah.
Very good. Brittney, what do you do? You look like a fisherman to me.
Oh.
Lobster. deep sea lobster.
You gonna go fishing with me, Britt?
Hey, I'll hang out on the boat all day, but
Yeah.
with tanning lotion.
yeah, not fishing's not for me, but I have 2 little ones, so they take up my time, and yeah, not much in the outdoors right now. They're young, so
How young?
I have a kindergartner, a virtual kindergartner who's 5, and I have a little one that's going to be 2 on Thursday.
Perfect.
What a strange world to start school in.
Yes.
Oh yeah,
very-
that would be weird.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be interesting generation coming up.
Absolutely.
Total virtual. Yes, it is. So at K Bella,
Yeah,
you have expanded it to a spa.
did.
So what makes it a spa?
So back in 2013, I bought my business partner out, and which was the plan all along. So when I bought her out, I added on because girls like one-stop shop. Ladies like to go get everything done at once. So we added the spa, and what that had that was adding nails, massage, facials, estheticians, and so forth, and gave us more room for makeup.
So esthetician's a big word. They do what?
Yeah. So estheticians are the ones that are licensed to do waxing, facials,
Microblading?
skin. Nope, actually they're different. They have certifications. But I
I'm
like that you know those
embarrassed I
fancy
knew that
words.
word.
I
I'm
like that
impressed,
you.
Ken.
I really like that you knew those fancy words. Yeah, yeah. It's really. It's.
How do you
there's
think
a
I
lot
have
of
these
stuff.
luscious eyebrows?
Oh,
I have?
okay. I was wondering why. Yeah.
Nice. We do that too, though. We do. So, but yeah.
So microblading is what, since I brought it up?
So microblading is
For me, it would be like
it's
very
a tattoo.
small people ice skating, but probably not.
Nice. So it is a tattoo for your eyebrows, but what it is they do manual manipulation. So instead of using a machine, well, you can use a machine. I have a machine brow done on my eyebrows.
Oh.
But it's a manual manipulation where they actually use their hands, and they actually, I guess, potentially they cut you and put the ink in, and then,
So it's a tattoo.
yeah, at the end of the day, it's a tattoo and gives you line strokes to make it look really natural. Brittney, do you have, you probably have more. That's pretty much it. You have anything else to add
Oh
to
yeah,
that?
no, just single bladed hair strokes, and they basically.
So a
taught you
very
to do that.
glamorous woman could say, I would never have a tattoo. And their whole eyebrows are tattoos, right?
I mean,
Essentially.
Yeah.
Can we talk about your tattoos?
We can.
The ones you're willing to talk about, right?
Yeah, I mean,
so
yeah,
how many do you have?
There's not much that I hide. I'm a pretty open book. I don't even know. I don't have that many, but probably, I think one time I counted, I think it's like 20, maybe 22.
So, but does that include, so like you have like large tattoos?
Yeah, no, I kind of like just put them all in one. I guess, I don't know. They're not that big. I just have random
And that kind of goes with
locations. Who
your
knows?
kind of, I saw on your website, like your mission, right, is, well, you can tell me, the theme, what I'm thinking of is like letting the people you work or employed by you express their creativity, be themselves, enjoy their lives and their work, and not be a cookie cutter place where you go in and everyone has the same haircut. You can be as unique as you want to be, just as your employees are as unique as they want to be, right?
Yeah, I remember when I went and got my first interview when I got out of school, right? So like, you're out of school and you go to your first interview for what you want to do for life. And let me just tell you, it was not fun. People would be like, well, do you have a clientele? They were so rude. And I said to myself, if I ever own a salon, I will not be that salon. So I want people to walk into my salon and feel comfortable. I don't care who you are. You know how you walk into like a tattoo shop and you feel almost like awkward because they're like looking at you and you don't have enough tattoos maybe.
Brittney, do you know that feeling?
I do have one small tattoo, but
I hate that feeling. I hate when a business makes you feel awkward when you walk in.
Right,
and
sure.
I've experienced that a lot. I mean, I've experienced a lot. But looking the way I do, I mean, when you met me, I looked a lot crazier than I do now. I'm pretty tame now. Well, at least I think I am. But when he met me, I was pretty goth.
I would say the difference
I was wearing
is
like 2 feet,
you're a
stilts.
very colorful person. Back then, you were more, it was colorful, but edgier.
Yeah. I've really tamed down my age.
Yeah.
But yeah, I didn't want that. So I try to make it so it's just relaxed atmosphere. Everybody be you. That's at the end of the day, that's what I'm always about. Be you.
Yeah.
And if you can't express yourself, then you have to express yourself. I have a very traditional thinking, and I'm very you would look at me and think I'm not the way I am, but I don't know, conservative, I guess. I'm very conservative personality wise. So my whole life I've been like that. So when I was a little girl, how do you express yourself if you're very conservative? And so it was always my look. My parents always were great about letting me be me. So I started dyeing my hair when I was 7th grade. So instead of being bad doing drugs, I was doing crazy hair and crazy clothes. And I truly think that it was funny because the parents that always had their kids making sure that they were they weren't allowed to color their hair. They weren't allowed to wear this. They had to, they were very strict. They were actually bad. I had some friends that were naughty.
Yeah.
And I was the good girl, but so I just feel like everyone needs to express themselves and be who they are and whatever you want to do.
So what would you look like if you're expressing your true self, Todd?
Well, you wouldn't believe this, Ken, but in high school, so I did have the hockey hair, so kind of a little short up front and long in the back.
Mullet.
It's somewhat of a mullet, I would say. Yeah. And I always remember, it's funny, my stepdad would be, you need to cut your hair and all this. And I said, no, I like it long. But I guess looking back, he was probably right, just because I look ridiculous with long hair. So, but yeah, that was me with the hockey kind of mullet. Yeah.
Hockey mullet.
I like that. And mullets are back, man.
Yeah.
They're back right now.
I actually might
Bring it back.
We'll see. Yeah.
We've been cutting
There's a difference
farming
between
some mullets lately.
There's a difference between back in style. Some things were never in style, but they were there.
Right. Although I have an appointment tomorrow, so maybe I should cancel that and
just cut the sides.
Yeah, just trim it up on the sides. So it'd be scary.
Take off the sideburns, let the back grow.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Oh, that's a bad look altogether. So in your shop, last time I keep saying last time, yesterday, but similar. I like to be truthful. Like a month ago, I was in your shop.
Yeah.
And you have a box collecting shoes. So you do, it appears, you're helping your community by various continual different things.
Yeah.
What are they? What are a couple? And then how do you choose them?
I'll let Brittney kind of take this one because we do so much. Pretty much anyone who reaches out to me, I try to give them something. And that's when I take the email and I just forward it to Brittney. give them something. That's how I roll. But no, we love helping people, so we do what we can. So yeah, Brittney, what all we've been doing lately? There's been so many, I don't even know.
So, like most things, everything we donate to usually has a story of how they're connected to us or our staff. The shoebox, the shoe drive you mentioned, is from the Michigan Foster Closet of Livingston County. We did a fundraiser for them in 2019. Every year we do our holiday basket raffle, and then we give the proceeds to whatever we choose. Usually the staff comes together and thinks of something to give it to. That year, one of our staff was fostering to adopt, and she mentioned how much that particular organization personally was helping her. So we started with them. And then when they did the shoe drive this year, because of our contribution previously, they asked us if we'd be willing to be a drop-off site for their shoe drive. And so we had that going on, and I have to say our girls and our clients killed it. I think they had to come empty that box 5 or 6 times.
A week?
Yeah.
They were emptying it like almost, it felt like every day. It was crazy.
Yeah, I feel like every time I came in, I was like, should we call her and tell her to come pick this up because it's overflowing again. That's been our most recent thing. And then we also have people reaching out to us. So we just did one for Michigan Blood Cancer Foundation. They did a walk at the Detroit Zoo. We put together...
You put together the best basket. It was
We put together a basket and a bunch of gift cards. Usually, so because of the way our salon is, each of the girls are technically their own business. So usually I'll reach out to them, ask them what they want to do, and usually it's an overwhelming response. And so I put together all of that, give that to them for their silent auction, and then we recently just did another one for Michigan Humane. That was the most recent one. And but then, our girls are always giving to Brighton schools and Little League teams and everything like that. And it's just great to give back to our immediate society, immediate community. I think that was the greatest thing with the Foster Closet of Livingston County. For many of our clients and staff, they could be kids in your own child's class that you don't know what they're going through. So, and I feel like as a mom myself, if you knew that someone was in need, you would want to give back. So this is a way that you can do that and be there. So, it's been great. We like I said, we pretty much, if someone asks for help, we're always there in some way.
Good.
So yeah, and if we can't donate money, or if when we get to, we'll donate services, like whatever we can donate, products. But yeah, we're pretty giving. We like it. It makes I love it. If you can give back, why not?
Right.
It's awesome.
And where does that come from you? Because it sounds like, and I can tell, it's not. I always say, even if it's part of a business model, it's good because somebody's benefiting. But from you, I can tell it's not, right?
You mean like, why do I do it?
Yeah, why do you do it?
I guess for me, I just feel like I just like helping people. I really do. I think too, it's more of a, if you can, why not? So I feel like when someone asks, it's just like part of me. I just want to help people. I don't think there's any other reason. It's just how I was raised, and it's just all I know, really. Yeah. And I think that because I guess deep down, I know that so many people are always there for me. And when I see all the love that people give me, like my girls, they just are so good to me. Sometimes, it's like crazy how much, when we leave, they always tell me they love me. Every night we have, we're like, bye guys, I love you. We tell I love you to every single person.
I've never told the boss I love them.
We tell every time someone leaves. Brittney's my witness. When we leave at night, we tell everybody I love you. Everybody. What? And so we do. Every girl that leaves my salon, we're like, I love you. Thing. And, but I just bring that up because I get gifted with so much love. My clients, I just get, it's all over me. So it's how do I not give that back? Yeah. So it's that's the big picture, and it just gets more the older I get.
Good.
I think because I see it from others. So it's you can't not replicate it.
Well, this has been a good talk, and I love all of you, frankly.
I'm expecting that from you when you leave the office.
Can we all just express our love? I don't know how it works.
Well, it's all girls. This. Not that we mean, we would love to bring a guy in, but no one's ever come.
Would that be weird at the end of every podcast if I just start telling people I love them?
That would be a little weird. Yeah. A little bit.
I just want to spread kindness. Oh, it's very nice.
Yeah, I think kindness though comes together. We just
Yeah. All right. Well, thank you, ladies, for being here.
thank you for having me.
It was fun. And thank you, Todd.
Yeah, of course. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, it was good. And we're going to close out, learn a little more about what Todd does at Executive Wealth Management. Bye, everyone.
Hi, I'm Todd Perry, certified financial planner and private wealth advisor here at Executive Wealth Management. When I graduated from school, I started in the supply chain management industry, but quickly realized it was more of a job and not a career. I knew I wanted to help people and have an impact on their lives. I've always had an interest in the financial markets and was always fascinated with how they worked. And it really started back in high school when I would monitor and buy individual stocks. When I first started off in the industry in 2005, I started working for, at the time, a small independent wealth management firm. And one of the nice things about working for a smaller company is you can have your hands in a lot of different areas. And so it wasn't just the investment piece of it, it was the retirement planning and the tax planning. And really at the end of the day, just let us give better advice. I started at EWM because you have the support and resources of a larger firm, but it's still a team environment that I enjoy. The values and the mission here and the whole build, defend, and advance not only clients' portfolios, but their financial plans going forward. With the background I have, I'm passionate about really taking that holistic view of a client's financial situation and adding simplicity, adding efficiencies throughout their financial life. An example that I can think of is a client comes to us and they may have accounts all over the place. Nobody's helped simplify their life and add efficiencies where we can. And I think once clients see that, they really have a sense of relief and a confidence in working with an advisor that is going to be transparent with them and really look at the holistic picture. Proactively be there for clients that they know we have their best interests in mind. It's a win-win. Feel free to give me a call, or you can contact us at ewmadvisors.com.